Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Where have I been? The last video that I dropped was beginning of May, which was footage from Feb. So I've pretty much been MIA since May. So May, June, July, August, 4 months. But it is with good reason, I'm not gonna lie. A lot has happened, a lot is happening, but I'm gonna try to catch you guys up. So I did not touch my vlogging camera the entire month of May and the first half of June. But I did shoot some reels and TikToks on what I was getting up to because I was outside more often. One of the things that I said I wanted to do this year is to be outdoors more often, and that's exactly what me and my friend did, and we were outside in May and June. So if you guys want to see those reels and TikToks, head on over to my Instagram and TikTok account. But from mid-June I started vlogging, or trying to vlog. So I'm gonna put up some footage now of what I got up to mid-June and towards the end of July, and everything else that happened in between. Enjoy. To vlog, so she is literally hijacking my camera.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel.
I literally forgot to vlog the whole time.
We are Nilasha. And that time she looks so nice today. Paparazzi, cut the cameras.
Oh my god, I'm not used to the camera, guys.
Girl, your makeup looks so good, even period.
Guys, we were here since 12:30.
Literally,
it is currently almost 8 p.m.
Literally almost 8.
We're here for brunch.
Yes, and I will brunch up until
till dinner time. That's my guys. Let's join it. Woo, guys, this is a honeycomb by Upanam Summer. I mean, Miss Huna Astas hair salon. Oh, yeah, love this week. Pamela girl,
you did the damn thing.
You're running away, you just gon' throw it away. Where's the road?
welcome back to my channel.
Who's in town?
Hi, period.
For a couple of days. She's here to surprise everyone.
Everybody in my life.
But
you get a surprise! You get a surprise! Everybody gets a Alright.
Akumnandanga sithandanga indlela othi uhamba ngayo. Kubuhlungu. Uphume apha uhamba ngeenyawo zakho. Kodwa ngoku ungena sekuleli ngomqolo. Akumnandanga mntwana. Kodwa siyakhulula. Uhambe ngoqoqo. Thanda baba. Udlinza nathanda umhlaba ukuthi.
It is well.
So you guys are pretty much glued up with everything that's been happening in my life, or at least what I did shoot. And one of the things that has impacted me the most is losing my baby brother. I am generally a very emotional human being, but I get more emotional when it comes to my family. So losing my brother has really affected me, affected the entire family, obviously. Oh, PRP. I'm back. I lost my baby brother on 8 July 2023. He was involved in a fatal car accident on his way to work. And our lives ever since have never been the same, have not been the same. And we are all dealing with his passing differently, because we all had different relationships with him. By all, I'm talking about my family, so my mom, my dad, my sister, and myself. And it's been tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's been 2 months now. It's been tough. We all recently started counseling individually so that we are all free to speak and say what we actually feel. And then we probably will do family counseling at a later stage. Yeah. On Instagram, I did a live. I posted a live and Q&A sticky thing so that you guys, those who follow me, can ask me questions that they would like me to answer here on YouTube. And obviously, the majority of the questions have to do with my brother in terms of how I am, how the family is doing, etc. I did write down all the questions. Well, yeah, majority of them. I'm not going to answer everything that people want to know, but I will break this up into sections. The first section will pretty much be about my baby brother. He was 23 years old. I'm still having a very hard time speaking in past tense, but he was 23 years old, and one thing I can tell you, he died happy, being in a happy place in his life, and he was just in a good space. And he was in a good space with every single person in his family. I'm not gonna know about every single person in his life, but from a family perspective, we were really proud of my baby brother. We are proud of my baby brother. So I'm gonna split this Q&A into two. The first half talking about my feelings, my family's feelings, and how we're navigating this season of our lives. And then the other questions is more like general stuff. So a lot of people were asking, how am I doing? How's the family doing? How is my heart? How am I doing emotionally and mentally after the loss of my brother? How do I choose to remember my brother, and how have I dealt with grief? You guys can see I'm still very much emotional. We all are. Out of the entire family, I'm the most emotional person. And through my therapy sessions, I'm starting to speak more in terms of like how I feel, because it's been very hard for me to actually talk about my brother. And I've had like really bad days. Lord, I'm one of those people who are crying on the internet. I've had really bad days. I still do. Each day is different. Heck, each hour is different. Anything and everything can like trigger me. For example, I hate driving in the rain. Right now, the one day someone sent me a song, and they sent me the song like innocently, right? They were just saying they just discovered this song and they love it, and then I listened to it and I just had a mental breakdown. The other day I was meditating, I had a mental breakdown. So each day is different, each hour is different, but we move. So how am I emotionally? I'm still very much emotional. How am I mentally? Oh, guys, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. My cup is empty. Like, I'm exhausted physically, emotionally, mentally. You're exhausted. I don't have it in me to take on other people's BS, or I'm just tired. I'm honestly tired, but every single day I'm trying to do things just to keep myself busy, just to be in a better headspace. And one of the things that I've done is resigning from my job, but we'll talk about that later on. How is my heart? Still hurting. How do I choose to remember my brother? That's a very difficult one for me to answer right now. Like, I remember him in all the small things. Like, for example, I'll go out to a restaurant, and my brother would always say, please bring me a doggy bag whenever I go out. Or when he was staying home and I'd come home, he's like, did you bring me anything? Or when it's payday, I will get a message from him be like, hey love, and I know he's gonna ask for money. Like, I remember my brother, or how I choose to remember my brother is through the memories we've shared, the conversations we've had. I did a tattoo of a picture of, I did a tattoo here. And it's a picture where my brother was laying on my shoulder. And the reason why I chose that specific picture, it's a representation of our relationship. He was literally my baby. He was my baby. He acted like my baby. And as much as he was big and chubby, he was such a teddy bear. But anyways, that picture in essence just represented our relationship. He was my baby. Okay. How's my family doing? They're doing okay. We're all doing okay. I honestly don't know how to answer the question. Yo, my son. What? Google. I honestly don't know how to answer the question, so I always just say we're okay. Everyone is dealing with grief differently. Everyone now is back at work, and we talk to each other a lot, and we check up on each other, and we just make sure that everyone is attending their counseling sessions. Yeah, we talk about my brother a lot, like things he would say, his dreams. So it helps that as a family we are even closer than we ever were before. And yeah, we are leaning on each other a lot. We really are. Who's about right, guys? What do you mean? Who's about right? It's gonna be okay one day. Right now we're just going through it. So someone asked, how have I dealt with grief? It's a journey. Obviously, guys, what you see on social media, me laughing or out and about and whatnot, that's that moment, you know. And then there's a different moment when I get home, or when I'm sleeping, or when it's silent. But this is going to be a journey. Everyone I've talked to, they tell me the same thing. It's a journey of how you have to navigate life without the person. How you have to navigate life without the person that you dearly loved. And it's still the beginning stages. It's still the beginning stages of grief. And yeah, I'm taking it one day at a time, one step at a time. I really am. So those are the questions that asked about my well-being and my family's well-being. And I did mention earlier on that I'm exhausted, I'm tired, mentally, physically, and all of that, which is part of the reason why I resigned from my job. So as of end of September, I will be unemployed corporate-wise, but I do have content creation as my backup and a bit of savings to sustain me for a couple of months. Now, am I going to go back to corporate? I don't know what the future looks like, but I'm not closed off to the idea of going back to corporate. For me, right now, for the remainder of the year, I just want to focus on things that fill my cup, things that make me happy, and surround myself with people that bring me joy. And where I'm currently at, because when I drop this video, I'm still employed where I'm employed. I don't feel that at all. Hence the decision to leave. I don't want to be in an environment where I am drained, where I feel like I want to cry going to work because I don't want to be there. And on top of everything else that has happened in my life, and then losing my brother, to go back to a space where I know it drains everything out of me, it was just not going to work for me. Hence the decision to resign. My brother was a happy human, and he enjoyed life. I can honestly say that he passed on being in a good place, being in a happy place. And when I looked at my life and I spent 80% of my time at work and I was miserable, I was like, why? Why am I subjecting myself to this, you know? So a lot happened at work this year. A lot has happened at work this year. But my brother's passing is the push I needed to actually resign. I wanted to resign back in March, but I stopped myself. Ooh, I'm hungry. I wanted to resign back in March, but I stopped myself and I was like, maybe I'm a bit too emotional. Let me give it some time, because a lot of changes happen. I gave it time, child. It just got worse. It got worse, got more unhealthy. I just felt more drained. It took everything out of me. And a week before my brother's passing, there was a meeting held, and that meeting was the cherry on top for me. And then my brother's passing was the push I needed to say, this is not for me anymore. So yeah, I will be corporately unemployed as at the end of September. I'm just going to focus on healing. I'm going to focus on filling my cup and just being in a healthier, better space. So yeah, that is another update of things that have happened this year in my life. Okay, now let's move over to the other questions. At least answer my emotional questions. One of the questions was, why am I beautiful? We'll have to thank my parents for that one, but thank you for the compliment. Another question that was asked was to give fashion tips for mid-sized girlies. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, this year I decided to start posting a lot of my outfit of the days on Instagram, because I started on TikTok but not necessarily on Instagram. So I started doing it on Instagram also, and my following just started growing and growing and growing. And a lot of people do ask me to give them tips on how to dress like for their body. Guys, my tip is dress comfortably. Like, what you're wearing when you're outside should not make you feel uncomfortable, regardless of what anyone else says. Obviously my fashion sense right now is I like loose clothes, but I didn't start out that way. I started wearing loose clothes when I gained a lot of weight back in 2015, and I've just kept it that way ever since in terms of my dress style, because I was not comfortable anymore dressing in tight clothes, short stuff, because baby, one thing about me, back in the days when I was thin, I was wearing all short, sketty, bob tube, the works every single day. You could not tell me nothing. My legs had to show, because one thing about my legs, please, but obviously when I gained weight, I was very much cautious about my body. I was not as comfortable as I used to be, so I started dressing like more loose clothes, and I just genuinely enjoy the way that I dress. It's very much neutral tones right now. I'm not scared of color, but what I currently gravitate towards, it's more neutral tones. And yeah, you basically wanted me to give you a tip on dressing for a mid-sized body. just be comfortable. There are mid-sized girlies that like wearing tight things because they are comfortable dressing like that. Then there's others who don't like wearing tight clothes, they like loose clothes. So my advice is dress whatever way that makes you feel comfortable. And then, okay, this person wanted to know why haven't I uploaded in a while. I'm sure this video explains all of that for you. What is my love language? My top 2 love languages is physical touch and quality time. Those are my top 2 love languages. Yes. What are some of the things I do to protect my energy? I'm a retriever. The minute I feel like my peace is in danger, or I feel like this situation no longer works for me, I move back. That's slicer, guys. Slicer tsotsi. I leave. That is me. I just surround myself with people that I know care for me, people that have a genuine interest in my life and what it is that I want for myself, people that actually pour into my cup. And my circle of friends is actually very small. I've got the same friends since high school, with a few additions obviously along the way. And I'm very close to my family. My parents are my everything. So I just try to surround myself with people that are going to fill my cup, people that will challenge me to be a better version of who I am. And the minute I feel like something is draining me or someone is draining me, I exit. Slicer. That is what I do that's some of the things I do to protect my energy. Also, yeah, actually, I will leave it at that. Surround yourself with people that you genuinely can F with. Like, people who you know will... Guys, you see my friends. If I have ever doubted any of them, during my brother's funeral, the week leading up to, after, and all of that, those girlies and guys have shown me what true sisterhood and brotherhood is. Love them to bits. Love them to bits. I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys didn't know this, I love you. So yeah, keep your like, surround yourself with people that will fill your cup, people who actually care for you. And if you see that people don't, remove yourself. Don't stick around. Don't. What has 2023 taught me so far? And am I proud of myself? I think the biggest lesson for me in 2023 is, it's something that we all know, is that things can change like this. You could be laughing right now and 1 hour later your world could be turned upside down. And that has taught me to not delay things, first and foremost, to enjoy the moments, and to put yourself, or to try put yourself in situations that will fill you up. Guys, I'm all about filling my cup right now, so everything I'm going to say is about feeding into me, or feeding into yourself. So 2023 has taught me that things can change instantly, and what it also has taught me, it's good to be selfish. We grew up being told that being selfish is a bad thing. It's not, guys. It's not. There are times where you literally have to put yourself first, and that is what being selfish is for me. I am proud of the fact that I actually took the decision to resign, to put myself first, because I've always put the company before me for a very long time, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the times that I do spend with my family and friends, and I am happy with capturing moments so that I always have it. because my memory, guys, like I can easily forget things, but having that on a recording is a core memory that I'll always be able to actually go back and watch. And yeah, so in essence, what 2023 has taught me is be selfish when it comes to you, and life can change instantly. I'm proud of the decisions that I'm currently making, even though the future is very much uncertain, because I don't know what's going to happen after I resign or after my last day at work. I don't know what's going to happen, like how life is going to be like. It's going to be a new journey for me, but I'm proud of the decision that I made. I honestly am. If I could change one thing that happened, what would it be? So I'm not sure if this question relates to my brother or in life in general, but I'm gonna answer it both ways. So with regards to my brother, if there's one thing I could have changed is, so on the 7th of July, he passed on the 8th. On the 7th of July, they were literally, my brother and my parents were 15 minutes away from my place. But on that particular day, I was very busy with work, so I could not go and see them. On that day, my parents decided to buy my brother a car, so they went to go buy him a car. And they left the car there. They were going to fetch it the Monday because there were some documents that were missing. And then the Saturday he passes on. So for a very long time, I'm still dealing with this. I had the guilt of missing the opportunity to say goodbye to my brother the day before he passed, because I could have seen him, but I was very much occupied with work, so I couldn't have gone. So yeah, I'm still processing that with my counselor, with my therapist, and we're still unpacking why I feel that way. But that's one thing I wish I could change, having the opportunity to see my brother for the last time the day before he passed. I'm trying not to cry right now. And then in terms of in life, one, if I could change anything, is to take things slow, not to always rush things, to not always have a say in things. Sometimes I must learn to keep quiet. And if things must fall apart because I'm keeping quiet, they must fall apart so that people can learn. So if I could change anything this year, was how vocal I was. Well, kind of. But now I need to learn to know that I don't have to have a say in every single thing that's being said, or I don't have to have an opinion. And just let things be sometimes so that people can figure it out themselves. And then let me quickly change this memory card. It is full. It's about to get full, so BRB. Okay, I'm back. So one person wanted to know about my career journey. I studied Become Law at the University of Western Cape, and then I did my honors in finance and investments at the same institution. Straight after varsity, I worked at this particular company that I'm at right now. I've been there for 8.5 years. My career journey. In life, guys, there are people who know exactly what it is they want to do with their lives. And then there are people who are still trying to figure it out. I was or am leaning towards this side, still trying to figure out what exactly I want to do in corporate in terms of the degrees that I have. So in terms of my career, I was actually speaking to Tooms the other day, and I was saying to her that where I'm at right now in terms of my job, it was constructed by other people, my managers. I got in at the company as a normal consultant, and after a few months, my manager was like, bruh, you need to move somewhere else. You know this job. And they were like, there's a team here. I think you'll benefit from it. So I went to the team. Same thing happened with that particular team. After a couple of months, my manager was like, there's nothing else here for you. You need to go challenge yourself more and do something more different, change departments and all of that. Then they were like, there's this team, you can go and shadow it and then see if that's something that will interest you. I ended up in that team. When I was in that team, I was placed under offshore, which is what I specialize in. And yeah, I'm currently a senior specialist in foreign trade, so offshore investments in an asset management company. So not Forex, please. I don't do Forex. Just want to make that clear, okay? What I'm trying to say is, it was other people's decisions or motivations for me to be where I'm at right now. It was never a thing of I'm sitting down and I'm like, I think I should go to this team, or I think I should go to that team. But I'm good at my job. One thing about me, I will do everything to the best of my ability and I will excel in it. I'm great at my job, but it doesn't mean that's my passion. It doesn't mean that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. Do you get what I'm saying? You can be good at something, but it might not be your passion. And now I know exactly what it is that I love to do, what interests me, what fuels me up, and that's exactly what I'm going to be trying for the next couple of months, and then we'll see. There is beauty in having a corporate job versus working for yourself. The biggest being, one, there's a stable, consistent income. The other one, you are hustling. And I'm only 2 years into the influencer world, so I'm still fairly new in the game. At least that's what I think. But I'm very much hopeful, and we shall see where the future takes us. But I did say I am not closed off to going back to corporate. If I do go back to corporate though, I currently now have an idea of exactly what it is I want to do. One, it's a totally different career change or career move. And the other one is basically focusing more on the legal stuff because of my become law degree. So we shall see. I don't know, guys. So that's that with regards to my career journey. That's where I went to varsity, and I've been in asset management for 8.5 years. Oh, what is my day job? I'm a senior specialist in foreign trade. So we deal a lot with offshore investments and withdrawals, transfers, switches, all of that stuff. I work closely with our trading team and other departments in the company. The last question is, what saying I live by? There's actually a lot, but the current one is, it's okay to be selfish. Put yourself first in everything you do. Think about you, how you're going to feel, and I don't have an exact saying, but that's what I currently live by. Just work on your peace, your happiness, and just putting yourself first and you being a priority. That is literally what I'm trying to achieve for the next couple of, well, forever, but that's what I'll be actively working on for the next couple of months, for the remainder of the year. So yeah, so obviously with my brother's passing, life was in a standstill. I was home with my family, and I eventually had to go back to reality being going back to work and working on campaigns. And yeah, stepping outside into the world after being at home with my loved ones was interesting, but I love the support that I received from everyone, every single person. I remember this one time after my brother's funeral, my mom and I went to the mall, and this lady came up to me and she said, "I just want to make you smile." And I didn't know that it shows, like you can tell from my face that I'm hurting, I'm in a bad space. But she was like, "I can see that you're hurting and I just want to make you smile." So she just told me that the outfit she was wearing was inspired by me, and it just lightened up the mood, you know. But yeah, people have been reaching out. I've read all your messages. I might not have responded to all of them, but I've read all of them. I've cried. I've sent some of them to my parents, like to my family, and I honestly appreciate the love and support that we have all received. Yeah, I'm gonna end off this vlog basically with like everything else that I got up to towards the end of July. I think up until the 29th of July, so it's 26th and 29th of July, that's when I went out. I went to an event, Samsung in Joburg, and I also attended a birthday party, Kamaneo. And yeah, that will be the end of the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the snippets that I did take vlogging wise, and you now have a better understanding of why I was away, what has been happening, and yeah, I have shot a few other vlogs, I think 2 or 3 that I will post after this one. I still have to edit them obviously, and then I'll post them. Obviously with me leaving my 9 to 5 and focusing on content creation, it means that I might have a little bit more time now to do more YouTube videos and just engage more with you guys. So this is going to be a new chapter for us of me trying to be consistent once again on YouTube. But yeah, I'm honestly excited for what's to come. I'm nervous obviously, but I'm also very much excited. My one friend was saying everyone is literally excited for me, like the decision that I made. They understand it and they are very much supportive of it. But the other day I was having a conversation with a friend and she was like, "Yeah, sharp chomine, we are all excited and whatnot, but what are you nervous about, Yabo?" And I was like, "Imali guys, Yabo, I've got expenses." That is the only thing that is making me nervous, you know, but I'll be fine. I've got faith. And my brother, I'm gonna actually put a snippet of what he had posted, I think back in 2021 or whatever, where he was saying something along the lines of, "How are my ancestors resting knowing that I'm broke?" Something along those lines, ne? So now, Buddha, you are there with the ancestors. You better show up for us. We cannot be broke. We cannot be broke because you understand the struggle. So you'll make sure your sisters and your family and your parents are sorted, ne? But yeah, I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for what's to come. And yeah, enjoy the next few snippets. And I will see you guys on the next vlog. Guys, we are out here celebrating this beautiful girl. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday!